When you start working on some extra thick fabric, such as a denim hem on the Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75Q, there are a few tricks to know. One of them, go ahead and pull out your multi-purpose tool. This is actually what helps you get over some of those really thick areas where you have to go up and over, and sometimes we push the fabric, we break needles, we skip stitches, and this actually solves everything. So I'm going to show you how this works during this technique. You'll also see me talk about it when we sew on buttons. That's another use for this multi-purpose tool. And don't forget, it's got the little hole in it, so if you drop your needle into this hole, there's a flat side, so it's not really round, it's actually D-shaped, it's flat on the back and rounded. Drop your needle in there and put it straight up. It's a lot easier to hold your needle in place while you loosen it or tighten it, and that is its third most handy use for it. Now, when we work with thicker fabrics, one thing to know that it's always easiest to stitch if you lengthen your stitch length. Go ahead and take it to a stitch length of 3 or 3.5, 4 if you want, or how did I even know that in the first place? If I had selected, let me go back to just normal settings, I reselected the stitch and it goes back to normal. If I choose a heavier fabric with the sewing advisor, meaning I picked fabric C for woven heavy, and I picked a seam, it will automatically make that stitch length longer for you. So if you're unsure what your stitch length should be, tell the machine what fabric you're working on and it will take you to the right stitch or adjust the settings for that fabric. So for example, if I had something thinner and fabric A, woven light, notice the stitch length went all the way down to 2.0. Nice and small is what you need for finer fabrics. 2.5 for medium, and for a heavier fabric, 3.0. So either lengthen it yourself or tell the machine what you're doing and it will take you from there. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're talking about, I've kind of pre-made a seam. So there's 3 layers right here as I've shown, like this little top stitched area. I'm gonna turn it once, and then I'm going to turn it again. So right here, there's going to be 9 layers we're going through. Now, a lot of times people like to sew from this side so they can see and get nice and close. Do you know you get a better looking stitch from the right side that you sew from? So I always tell people, flip it up. And there's a reason they call it top stitching, is you want to sew from the top. So yes, you might need to use one of the lines on your throat plate to give you that look, and also I can feel where that ridge is right along here. You can even move your needle over to be a little bit closer to that. But for right now, I'm going to just kind of sew down the middle. But what I'm going to do is show you how to use the multi-purpose tool to get over this really thick seam. This tool actually has 2 thicknesses to it, a thinner side and a thicker side. Since this fabric isn't super thick, but that seam is, I am going to be using the thinner side. So first off, as I kind of start from the top here, take a few stitches. The longer stitch length will, number one, just help feed the fabric, meaning you're not going to get hung up when we get to this. Also, set the machine to stop with the needle in the down position. Sew up to where it's going to be starting to force the foot into the air. See how it's kind of pointing up at us here? And stop. At this point, what we need to do is always have the foot level. So think of this as a leveler, and you'll go up and over this no problem. You can actually, you don't even have to hold it, push it, or I guess cuss at it. You can find yourself with the tool doing all the work for you. So here's how it works. Lift up the presser foot a little bit higher. Slide the tool in till it comes up to the thickness of the seam. Now, don't go all the way under the foot, but I'm just coming up to it. And then when I lower the presser foot down, the foot is now level with the taller seam. So I'm actually going to not even have my hands in here, but that longer stitch length just pulls us right on through as the foot is almost traveling across the plateau of the thicker area. Now, what happens when you get off of a really thick area here? You sometimes get one long stitch, you skip stitches. It just doesn't always look good when you're coming off of it. So do the same on the coming off part. Take the tool, we're just sliding it up to the thick part, and you have a little runway. Keep in mind, you're going to need to stop before you go all the way. But just go ahead and sew onto the tool like this until when you stop and you pull it out, that the foot is going to be practically level. And now when we take a look at these stitches, they're going to be perfectly the same length all the way through. So isn't that amazing? Again, so much work I think is put into going over thick seams. If you're sewing bags and you're going over handles or areas that all the corners and parts have come together in, this tool, and probably then the other side, is going to be your friend for getting through this. So just note that that's how we do it. You put it in, you step over, and you're just like I said, this is called a presser foot for a reason. It's pressing down. So if it's pressing down, even it doesn't care if it's much higher or closer to the fabric, but if it's trying to press down and it's trying to go up the mountain, well, the pressure's all on the back here. So that's why leveling it out, the machine just is going to sew like normal, no matter how high that foot is up in the air as it travels over thick areas. So I hope this has helped. Check out all the videos we've done on this beautiful Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75Q. You can start binge watching them from the beginning by clicking on the link in the description. Happy sewing, everyone!